this feeling, baby, we're invincible.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Notts County. Starting today on the salary per annum page. Someone in the comments wanted to see this. So yes, we have got the largest wage budget in the league, which isn't too surprising considering this is our first time in this division entirely. So it would make sense that we still have a lot of wages left over. And that's really allowed us to form quite an insane squad for this level. I really do have to say that this is probably the best starting squad I've ever had on one of these saves, and I think that it would be a bit embarrassing for us to not win the league this year given the riches that we've got at our disposal, along with some of the additions we've been able to make in the summer. We're still operating on a pretty shoestring budget comparatively speaking, but at the same time we should be bossing this league. That's the real fact of the matter. Also, don't normally talk about things like this, but the fact is, I checked the first video of this save before doing this, and we'd still not, and obviously this is going to change now I've brought this up, but there's no dislikes on the video. I've never ever got that far in and had that. Usually it's because of club choice. I've never had a save be so unanimously well received. It's very, very bizarre, but awesome. Also, thank you for you guys dropping likes on videos and subscribing and commenting and all that stuff. I know it's tedious me asking about things like likes and that, but it's just sometimes you got to play the game on YouTube a little bit, and that's kind of what I'm having to do. So if you're enjoying the series, do drop a like, that'd be awesome. And also, I thought I'd try and bring back question of the day. Some of you said you wanted to do that, so I thought, since we were on the topic of the clubs you support, why do you support them? Let me know why you support the team you support. Now, a lot of you, of course, it will be, you know, father was a fan, mother was a fan, brother was a fan, etc. Live near the club, all that jazz. But some people have slightly different stories as to why they support the club. I supported Fulham because I didn't have a club to support, didn't live near any particularly, and I used to watch them on Match of the Day like 20 years ago and be like, hey. Oh, actually, I think it was actually the Premier League with Des Lynam presenting it, and I just really liked them for some reason, so certainly no glory hunting here. Also, quick update on the PC build that we're doing. I bought a case yesterday, we're finally moving along. We've actually bought a case now, so that's going to be delicious. We're getting there, and we're going to need it because of the players. On the topic of Milne Bars, or Bars, I'm guessing that's how his name's, well, not guessing, that's how I've been told that his surname is pronounced. Apparently, fun little fact, his surname literally translates to bass, as in the fish, not the guitar. Well then. If he ain't rising like a bass, I guess, at the far post. Oh, fishy jokes for days, lads. Discreetly watching this while at my in-laws. The missus isn't happy with me watching That Bloody Football Manager guy. I want a t-shirt with that on it now. She does think you've got nice hair, though. I mean, to be fair, if I was to say one thing was a good feature, it would probably be the hair. Everything else can, yeah, go in the bin, but I'll stick with the hair. I ain't going bald anytime soon. Also, big shout out to Prasoon from India, who is a big fan of the save, and also told me a load of stuff about his club in Goa, which was awesome. So, we've had a few games off camera, which has been nice. It's been a bit slower than it was with Chelsea because of all the stuff we got turned on. I made a tiny little tweak midway through the first match, and I honestly think it's taken this team and our ability from this is awesome to oh good lord. More on that in a sec. In fact, let's just jump straight into the off-camera games because I've got a couple of goals to show you as well. First up, at home to Stockport. Now, sort of midway through the first half, I decided to put it onto attacking because we just weren't really breaking them down, weren't creating a lot of chances. We kept a lot of the ball, and I was pretty happy with that, but there just wasn't much coming from us. So I put it on attacking for a little bit, and that seemed to improve us a little bit. But the big change I made was to go attack down both wings. I don't know why I had that switched off, but I just thought, I don't know, against this sort of team in the way Stockport's set up, it made sense for us to do that. And once we switched over to that, it was an onslaught. We don't concede many fouls ourselves. We keep enough possession to win loads of fouls, which means that we get to put great free kicks in. I actually rested... well, there's a bit of the cat's out the bag on a player I signed here, but you'll see that in a minute. So yeah, Matt O'Reilly, who's on loan from Fulham, gave us the lead in the 52nd minute, which was very, very nice. Of course, he was playing in Regan Booty's position in this game, and I moved Booty slightly deeper. And then I took off Booty to bring on Michael Doyle, who then scored twice after that, both from free kicks delivered by Richard Brindley. So yeah, really top performance against Stockport County. Just frustrating because Booty... he could have been the man to score one of those goals, I feel like, or at least deliver the free kick for one of them. But still, fantastic performance, 3-0. They didn't even have a shot on target. Just while we're on the topic, though, here's Matt O'Reilly. £500 a week. You cannot say that this is not a good signing for us to have for £500 a week. It means that we can rotate him and Booty and Mitch Rose and even Michael Doyle around in those positions, even O'Brien too, just to give us a little bit more depth, which we're going to need. And I mean, Matt O'Reilly is an absolute talent and a half. So to have him here is, for £500 a week, I could not say no to that. Huge signing. And then we went to Dover Athletic, who admittedly were struggling at the time, but I started the match off with those new instructions and we flew at them. Enzo Boldevine, absolute god in this match. Yeah, sure, he scored a penalty. I tried to give the penalty to Mitch Rose because he's better, but the game wouldn't let me. So Enzio Boldivine did complete a hat-trick in this game. Matt O'Reilly was a god in the middle again. 4 key passes in this one, a goal himself that he scored, and obviously a Mitch Rose goal in there too, which was really nice to see. And now I'm going to show you the goal that O'Reilly scored, because this is some nonsense. So this was the goal. Booty gives it back to Brindley, who then whips the ball in the box, and then the goalkeeper just punches it out for no reason, and O'Reilly's just able to hammer that one home. A bit embarrassing really for you, mate. But yeah, a 5-1 victory away at Dover Athletic really made me go, actually, this team has got some serious quality to it, and I'm a huge fan of that. Next up, a slightly more subdued game, but not by much in all honesty. Started Booty in a sort of more preferred position to give O'Reilly a little rest as we were getting a bit of fixture congestion here. Wes Thomas actually scored from a corner this time to score and make it 1-0 to us. We then added another one through Michael Doyle, which was really nice. He's got some good finishing ability, actually. I think this was from a corner as well. We then added a third goal, scored by none other than Regan Booty, his first goal for the club. He also got 2 assists in this match. What a performance. Ibrahim Mate did actually get one back for Woking, though. The first sort of really poor piece of defending that we've had for a while since the opening day. But I got to show you Booty's goal. So Milton Bars loses the ball here, and then Johnson just whips this across his own box. But then look at this. Booty, first time on the half volley, drills it into the bottom corner. I think that counts as a Booty banger, the first of his name, or the first one in this save anyway. And then lastly, things just went from better to better in this one. Halifax Town came to town. Again, struggling in the league at the moment, but we thumped them for 5-0. Ben Turner actually put in a really solid performance because he's struggled a bit this year so far. Our centre-backs really have not been on the ball. Even though we've not been conceding many goals. It's weird. It seems to be rating them very low for some reason. But 2 goals in this game for Milton Boars. 1 for Stephen Walker, who's come in on loan from Middlesbrough. Boldivine also scored 1, as did Matt O'Reilly. No surprises there. Booty was still pretty damn solid. This is Stephen Walker. £350 a week. He's on loan from Middlesbrough. I just thought I'd bring in an extra striker so that we could have some support for Wes Thomas, so that they're not, and plus Wes Thomas picked up a knock almost immediately afterwards, so we missed this game. He's quick. He's got good finishing and composure. The things I wanted from a striker, and it was nice to see him score a goal on his first ever start for us, admittedly in a 5-0 trashing. And all of that, of course, as no surprises, leaves us top of the division, but only on goal difference at the moment. Harrogate Town have started exceedingly well, which is really nice to see for them, I suppose. And it's certainly not going to be easy. The fact that we've won 5 out of 5 and only find ourselves top on goal difference just shows you the strength of this league and what's required to get out of it. Boldivine is, of course, joint top scorer. O'Reilly's had an excellent season so far as well. It's pleasing, and the amount of goals that we're scoring is the most pleasing factor of all. And yeah, surprisingly, despite that, none of our players were nominated for either Player of the Month or Young Player of the Month. I did with Manager of the Month, though, because how could they not give it to me? But with that said, let's just take a look at the board summary. Happy with the squad? Good. Club vision, that's good to see. Everything's kind of B++, and then tactics. However, they are particularly concerned by the dubious quality of passing on display lately. What? We have the highest possession statistics in the league and the highest pass completion in the league by 7% more than, not even 7% more. We have a 7% buffer on every other team in the league. Are the board on crack? Because fair play if they are. I mean, that's fine. Just tell me so I can use that as a factor. But without further ado, we should probably get into today's game because we've had a lot of stuff to show you there. Which is against Barrow, away from home, so reasonable. Unfortunately, you had a slight little knocks in training and whatnot. Brindley should be okay to play, but unfortunately no Mitch Rose, which means I feel like I might play O'Reilly's box-to-box, Booty and O'Reilly in the midfield. The passing displays should be phenomenal in this match. Everybody else, though, I'm totally happy to go with. Do I want to go with Walker or Wes Thomas? I think I'm still going to go with Wes Thomas for this one, but it's good to have Stephen Walker around. Everybody else, though, I mean, we're fresh now because we've had a little bit of a rest. Need to be getting some of these guys some under-19 football, but often the matches fall on the same day, and I don't know whether I want to set them available yet, so we'll see about that. Put Jim O'Brien on the bench instead of Mitch Rose, though, just because he needs a bit of a rest. It's good to see that Ben Turner's also picked things up lately. He was below a 7 at one point recently, and he has finally got his act together, it would seem. But yeah, the only change I made was to dump this on. That's the only difference, and it seems to have made the world of difference for us. So, opposition report, that's very, very defensive looking, and that will play right into our hands, I hope. But they are playing Route 1, so we've got to be concerned about Ben Turner's pace. And we should be good to go. This I would expect to be another victory, but we're obviously going to start dropping points at some point. But I just feel like we've got enough in the tank this year to be runaway winners, which would be very, very nice because it means we could start planning. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't won anything yet. Of course. I was like, what the hell's that? Of course, because we were showing you the highlights in 3D, weren't I? So that looks really nice, though. I think you can actually skip this, but I just like it. Players still aren't reacting amazing to my initial team talks, which is a bit concerning, but we'll be fine. I think once they get to know me, they'll grow to like me. And my Polish ways in this case. Okay, should be good to go. I expect us to come here and win. But expectations and truth is a different matter. That's a really nice little header there. We've just been so much better than teams, and I feel like we should get a lot of possession today against this lot too. The delivery from situations like... I mean, the fact is, though, having Booty and O'Reilly in the midfield is interesting. This is the first time we've actually lined up with both of them in the centre of midfield. So I'm a bit concerned about how they might, they might get in each other's way because they're both very technical players. Charlie Oliver. But hopefully they'll be able to find themselves a path and we'll have a lot of excellent passing today. Bores. Booty. Oh, lovely ball through from McCrory. Come on. Find Wes Thomas. And it's all the way through for Baldwin. And on the rebound. Oh, Wes Thomas has got in there somehow. Brindley. Back post. And, just put out for a corner. Really nice start. We've got 91% possession in the first 5 minutes. That's what I like. We're just keeping so much of the ball away from teams. Booty's ball in. Cleared away. It's going to come back to him, though. Can he find a good cross? He's going to dribble through himself there. And not quite. It's a penalty, and he's won the penalty. And, hang on. Rebecca Welch. We got a female referee. That's even awesomer. That's pretty cool. It's a yellow card for him. Who's going to take it, though? I think... Oh, it would be Mitch Rose, but he's not on the pitch. So who's taking it? Is it Booty? It's Michael Doyle. Go on, Doyley. Yes, bottom corner. Well, it's close enough. Barrow 0, Notts County 1. Excellent start to the match, it would be fair to say. Booty did amazingly well there to win a penalty. Now, I know that I'm obviously going to be giving him a little bit more credit because of my love for the lad, but I want to find some other legends that are going to meet his level, you know? And I've got to say, that's actually partly down to you guys. You guys generate so much of the story, you have no idea. Like, I do my part, but the rumours and all that sort of stuff is what really generates the stories for these players. It's what made Bruno Bridges who he was. And Regan Booty in some senses. Oh, Thomas does well there. Can he slip it around the side for someone? Perhaps he's going through. Oh, he maybe could have slipped that through for O'Reilly, but we're in good shape. Not dominating the shots so much, but the possession is amazing so far. Booty's ball. And Thomas has smashed it in as well. And we are an absolute god from set pieces at the moment. Wes Thomas with his 3rd goal of the season. It's nice to see him scoring a few. Considering we've been getting a lot of goals, he's not actually contributed that many so far. 3rd of the year for him. Booty with another assist, and we're 2-0 up away at Barrow. And yes, indeed, giving it large, Tommy. Based on the way the actual match stats are going, it would suggest that if we hadn't got that penalty, this would be proper. Oh, and Wes Thomas has made it 3! Right on the stroke of half-time. It's been one of those games, though, I think could easily still be 0-0 if we weren't so good at taking our chances when we got them. Back post here, and it's actually Oliver that whips that across, and there's Wes Thomas for his 2nd of the match, and we are 3-0 up now. I think what we do so well is because we keep so much of the ball, we get a lot of free kicks and we can really use Regan Booty's delivery. And this is one of those factors you've got to think about. You can get goals in multiple different ways. Having a player with excellent delivery like Regan Booty, for this level, he is well above. And also having decent players with good finishing and tall centre-backs can definitely do the trick if you can just overpower people. Where's Thomas with a brace today, Doyle with the penalty, and we're 3-0 up and cruising. But that just seems to be how these games have gone for us recently. We really do look so damn solid. It's nice to see Thomas getting a couple of goals today as well. Sort of very stagnant second half so far, really. Please don't concede from a corner. All the way through for Platt. We might fancy a breakaway here. Oh no, Turner's done an appalling job of that there. A little bit of an error there. We've got to shake things up. Second half's been really dead from us. Walker can play in both positions too, which is very useful as a substitute. And I think McCrory could definitely come off for Muscat. We'll go with those for now. I mean, our opponents tonight have offered us nothing, but we've really gone off the boil in this second half. Being 3-0 up has made us quite complacent somewhat. I would like another goal in this second half just to remind everybody that we actually can do well. I don't think... Oh, hello. Thomas is in again, and that is an absolutely sensational ball through from Michael Doyle. And Wes Thomas scores his hat-trick. I have to say... I think we're in with a very good shot of winning this division this year if we keep playing football like this. This is unbelievable ball. To actually pick this out, the least creative of the midfield puts an... That is a peach. And Thomas with an excellent run, lovely finish for his hat-trick, and now he's scored 5 this year out of nowhere. Well, we really have done very little in this game other than those goals, to be honest. Which, I mean, honestly, when you're 4-0 up, it really doesn't matter in that sense. But you need a little bit more sometimes, perhaps. And against better teams, we might struggle. And Thomas to the back post. Ball in. Baldwin! Well saved at the end there. We're going to go 3 points clear, which is really, really nice at this point in the season, frankly. And we've thoroughly deserved it. There you go. Barrow 0, Notts County 4. Wes Thomas's hat-trick, a goal for Michael Doyle. They had some dreadful performances overall, and we've just took advantage of that. We really have pummeled them into the ground. Another 8.4 from Booty. He just does it. Matt O'Reilly wasn't great in this one. I think not really being deployed in a role that he's used to did not really help him, but that's amazing. I mean, what a terrific start to the season we've actually had. And this is a real load off my mind, because I was genuinely concerned going into this first year that if we couldn't sort out some tactical approach quick enough, we might genuinely be having to play catch-up, even if we could get sorted. And I've heard some stuff about Club Vision being really, really stringent to the point where if we weren't doing amazingly just yet, they would just get rid of us. So the fact that we've had a positive start means we've got room for a wobble if we get a few injuries. So, next episode... Oh, god damn it. I did not realise that. I should have gone one more game. We could have played Harrogate Town today. That would have been a massive one, but I don't want to just do no games off camera. Wrexham. Okay, Wrexham. let's do Wrexham. They're 5th in the league. Hopefully they'll still be there. And I really hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I know sometimes you can make the point that sometimes it's boring to win all the time, and I completely agree that can get boring, but I'm not going to just not win. You know, we have to make the most of this first year, try and look for scouting. We're obviously going to be scouting regens, starting from this season, because our scouting range is UK and Ireland. So we can do Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, Republic of Ireland, all of that can be done, and because we've got the setup we're going to get loads of regens from them. So I'm determined to see if we can find some amazing regens in the very first season of this save. It's the Harrogate Town game. That is absolutely crucial, I've got to say. If we can even avoid defeat there, I think we'll be in really good shape. Maybe they've just had a really good start and they're not actually going to hold it on, but I don't know. I feel like they've probably got something about them. I remember playing them in the playoff final with Stockport, and they were a tough-ass team, so yeah. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this episode, I really hope you have. Smash a like on the video. Not for me, just to play the YouTube algorithm game. That'd be awesome. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next episode for Wrexham. All sorts of player rumours to my right-hand side that we'll be using. And that things are just getting started. There's some rumours of the Mafia being involved. I mean, I don't know. Just stay tuned for that. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.